we're recording.
All right. So, do you guys want to recap Faelyn on what happened before you guys went downstairs?
I had a crazy vision. Let's.
Well, Marrow was tracking the
Raiders.
raiders. Yeah, I'm trying to come up with a good word for them. Raiders works, and we tracked them. She smelled them on in the church. We found some travelers. We started asking questions, and they attacked us. Um, we fought them. The priest was not happy. We killed a bunch of them, took others prisoner, and then we went to go and um, explore underground tunnels that are nearby, that we found nearby, and we left you to guard the prisoners and the priest.
You
And
did?
just as a point of clarification for me, because I know you were waffling on it a bit, did you tie the priest up or not? You tied up the unconscious raiders. Did you?
No, we did not tie up the priest. We just didn't trust him to be alone with them.
No. Okay. So, Phelan, as the rest of your group sort of goes down these tunnels beneath the church that they found, and you are watching the prisoners, the priest sort of walks over to the altar at the foot of the church. He is a priest of Carrick, but it's a small town, so it's a church of the Trinity. He sort of sits before the altar, so starts praying quietly, obviously in distress, as there are still dead bodies bleeding all over the floor. Yeah, sir. What are you thinking in this sort of moment as you're sort of standing there over these captured people with this upset priest and all these dead bodies and the...
That's what the webs mean. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just seeing skulls, and I was very worried that you left me with them, and now they're dead. Okay, so I may have missed it. Have I been unconscious, or was I aware that you left me here and then went?
No, you volunteered to stay behind, which was our
Okay.
narrative way of sort of, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And you've got Big Gus out, and Big Gus killed a few of the raiders.
As
He's
well,
just
I
kinda
should.
chilling.
Father?
Are you a religious person, Elf? Are you part of the faithful, or are you one of the faithless with your pagan beliefs?
I was raised among the church. I'm not sure what I believe anymore, but in times of crisis, you fall on what's familiar.
And what do you think of how the people of the faith, these people who call themselves civilized yet are willing to slaughter people in the holy house, what do you think of them, of your employer, Mr. Whitewater?
I do not believe that it is ever truly unjust to defend one's own life.
And you are good with the actions of House Whitewater? That sits well on your faith, on your conscience?
Truth be told, I do not believe I am at present large enough a player to question it.
A sad answer, but a true one, I'm afraid. What do... And he sort of stands up from the altar and starts walking back to you. What do they teach you at the outreach schools about the responsibility of the nobles towards the common folk?
Unfortunately, here is where I must confess that my education was somewhat lacking. I lived in a small town, and it was more important traditionally, to eat than to read. I do know that it is that it is the ideal that they stand and defend and protect the people below them. I am also not so naive as to believe that that is always, or even frequently, what ends up happening.
And if their actions starve the people in their care, would you not consider it self-defense to strike out against them? If they have broken their oaths, can they truly be considered faithful?
Faithful to the people?
To the gods? The nobles have their positions because they have sworn an oath to keep safe the common folk. And when they abdicate this, what must the common folk do?
I suppose the common folk have every right to rise up, but are you suggesting that I be the sole common folk who decides for the common folk how to rise up, or
The
where,
common
or
folk lay
how?
around you, and he sort of gestures towards all the corpses and bound men. Make a perception check.
We'll do just that.
Oh man, these new forms. As you are having this conversation, you look around, you see a large rat coming up towards one of the bound raiders. Its head opens into a giant mouth and it goes to bite on the neck of one of the restrained people.
I will have Gus kill it, or at least attack it.
Alright.
All right. Where are Gus's powers? I'm assuming he's normal size currently.
I just summoned him, man. I didn't have time to read all of Scion. You picked a dense class.
One hole of damage.
No, that's a miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. You miss. The rat bites down on the neck of the raider and starts chewing. The raider, bound and unconscious, his eyes go wide and he starts gurgling. And there is a glow that you didn't notice in his skin until it started to fade. As the rat begins to pulse and grow.
Oh, fun.
It is currently focused on its meal, who is now frankly dead. Father Kinney just, oh, no, what is this? What is, Carrick, protect me. He starts panicking. What are you doing? It is not focused on you at all at the moment. It is busy eating what remains of a viscerator.
That is a phenomenal question. I remember this. I mean, we're gonna have to kill it, or at least try. How does? Go ahead.
You remember that this was one of the things that.
Oh, this is a thing that just absolutely bodied me.
This isn't the big boss thing that you fought. This is one of the bigger guys that was like really fast with the claws.
Yeah, this is the thing that not one shot me, but took me down in its whole turn.
Yeah.
Delightful. Father Kinney, you're going to have to run.
Yeah,
just
he starts muttering prayers, taking out holy symbols, and like trying to do stuff. He does like a quick, what is it called? Radiant burst, radiant flame, whatever the thing is. The cleric cantrip, and it splashes against divine flame, and it splashes against the demon, and the demon sort of looks up, neck still dripping out of his jaws, and he jumps at Father Kinney. What are you doing? You are in between him and Father Kinney, but he was enjoying his meal, and then he got hit, and he doesn't really, he's jumping past you.
Can I get him with an attack of opportunity?
You certainly can. I will say here's the decision point, because Faelyn's smart enough to think this. You probably won't be able to beat this thing on your own. Are you going to try to stand and fight, or are you going to try to run and rejoin your friends downstairs and warn them that there are also demons here?
I'm just going to run.
Alright. You take off. The sounds of screams in the distant as Father Kinney is devoured. You go ahead and make a survival check for me. Oh, that's actually really damn good.
That's how I roll.
Yeah. You round the corner. You have dark vision, right?
I do.
Okay. You round the corner to see the group just as you sort of catch up to where we left it last time. Let me pull you to this scene. Here you go. Also, a UI thing. If you let me know when you can see the new map. You're over on the left side of it.
I am still loading.
Yep.
Did you move me over? I'm not even
You are on
loading
the
anymore.
left side. Yeah. So you should be on the left side of the map, and you should be able to see everybody.
I'm still I'm upstairs still.
Oh. Pull to scene.
There we go. Now I'm seeing.
Okay, weird. All right, so open your character sheet. And in the top right of your character sheet, there's like the X to close, there's the prototype token, and then there's a sort of 3-person icon that says companions when you hover over it.
Ooh.
Click on companions.
Got it.
And then if you click the portraits, your cursor will turn into a little spell thing, and then click it on the map. You astral construct first, because Little Guess isn't out yet.
That was Little Gus.
Yep.
Does Little Gus ever not come out?
I assume since he's perishable that he is not out unless you say he is. Just because
Gotcha.
he can die. Oh, did not do the animation? What's going on here?
Oh, is there an animation? Let's try it again.
There should have been. Like in the companions thing, if you click on the... Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, he's summoned. He's there with you. Everybody else, as you confront Captain Guar, Abel, go ahead and make a perception check for me. Guess Marrow would also... Whoever's in line of sight with the room and can see it, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
I'm
So I
too
think
focused
that's...
on her.
Yeah. I'll have Marrow do
I can
one as
sort of
well.
see in there.
Yeah, go ahead and make one. So you don't really as well. Marrow would notice this and would comment on it in whatever their voice would be. It does not look like there is a full-blown tear in the ceiling, but there are small cracks that are like dripping some sort of liquid smoke, and that is coalescing into small demons as it lands on the ground. So there is not a tear, but there is a crack in this room. And we are going to roll initiative.
There's a place for
I
that
need to
on
end
here.
this current combat, and then...
There it is.
There we go. Okay.
Jesus.
All right.
I'm gonna need this book back.
Faelyn, you are up first. You can sort of... I don't know if anybody wants to... As Faelyn rounds the corner and this happens, does anybody want to shout a brief summary of what's happening to Faelyn?
I do.
Go for it.
Fun fact, I don't
Shout
really
it.
remember. Terrible of me. Phelan, there's another tear. The demon thing. And a lady who
Right.
has beef with us. And a bunch
Us? Or
It
know
wasn't me
what?
this time.
we'll get to the bottom of it.
I think it's
There-
Abel.
There are demons upstairs.
Cool.
There are demons downstairs.
Demons. We're in a little demon sandwich.
Hey,
This
as
is
an
great.
aside, I'm sure I'd know this. What happened to the people that hated the fact that dirt could talk? Were those the people lying dead around me?
Yes.
Okay.
2 were knocked out, though.
Well,
I
bad
knocked
news
them out.
on that front.
No.
Okay, cool. So, we fight.
Boy, we fight.
Trying to remember astral construct. There he is. Relocate. Construct disappears and reappears within 60 feet of you. Attaboy. I assume they're down this way, otherwise we wouldn't be down there.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Well, have fun, Gus. He will also attack that tiny rat that he found himself right next to.
Okay.
Did you use any of my psi points when you were fighting, by the
No.
way? Okay, then we will also spend a psi point and make him grow.
So there is, as you select the token, you might notice there's a new HUD.
Where would the
Do you
HUD
see
be?
that? Like a bunch of... it's very noticeable if it...
It's at the bottom of your screen.
It's not coming up for me.
I don't see it.
On the left side of the screen, there is a purple icon in the toolbar that says toggle combat HUD.
Oh,
So
there it goes.
Ah! Oh!
So, all right. So I didn't do this last time because I was still figuring out how it works. Your weapons are not like automatically equipped, but if you open your character sheet and you find a weapon loadout, you have 3 pairs of boxes above your character sheet. You can drag equipment into the hands on those. If you put it in the first box, it becomes your main hand weapon, and then the second box is your offhand or shield. And you can have up to 3 different weapon loadouts that you can click and switch between. This also works for... I dragged them into, just as a test, into the constructs thing, so you can also like drag the 3 different construct attacks on there and toggle between which one of them is currently active.
And how do I... Holy shit!
Yeah, I really like this. So
Can I put the echo stuff in there too?
the echo, yeah. Once you have the echo out, you should be able to do all that for the echo individually. Yeah.
That's
Cool.
gotta kill the rat.
That does, and that kills the rat next to it as well.
Oh,
Attaboy,
yeah,
Gus,
Gus.
get your shit done. And he attacked, so I can't do anything.
Okay. All right. Faelyn, you hear heavy footsteps coming down the corridor behind you.
Delicious.
Sort of something is in chase. Abel.
Let's see. I am going to charge in, actually. go here, and I'm going to say, Galahadron, we need your magic sword. And I'm going to give you an extra attack and also my bonus action to give you urgent orders.
Mhm.
So you're not going to get temporary hit points from it, but you will be able to use your reaction to move forward if you would like.
Well, yeah, there's stuff in front of us, isn't there?
There is, yep.
Faelyn came up behind us, so let me just... Oh, I can't move because it's not my turn.
Oh, sorry. Let me.
I can
I
move
need to change
my
that as the
movement
default
speed, yes?
fixture.
That's
All right, you
correct,
should be
yep.
able to move now.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Perfect.
All right, yep. And the rats are small, so you can step over them. So.
Oh, I didn't even...
And then I'm going to hit this rat right in front of me with the torch.
Okay.
Can I just click on it to make an attack? Does that work?
That does work. That is 1 damage.
1 fire damage.
1 fire damage. Yeah. It's one of those weird things where it's like you can't get more mundane than a torch.
Yeah, but fire, magic.
Yep. It's I'm letting it slide this time.
I mean, I'm trying to be creative here.
It is. It's just this weird interplay of the minion rules. But yeah, you shove the torch. I will say this: it roars at you. You shove the torch in its mouth. It burns on the inside and dies. Your torch is doused.
Oh no.
That is my compromise.
Okay. Well, I'm the only light source, I think. Or no, Ilena has a light source.
Yep.
Ilena
I am
does.
the light source.
Okay, good. I can still
But
see
I'm... That's unfortunate because I was not walking into into that room. Because Faelyn is just out in the hallway by himself.
Yep. All right. Anything else, Abel?
That was action and bonus and movement. So I'm set.
All right, Galahadron.
I use my bonus action to make my sword have its little magic thing on it. Click the divine favor. Cast the spell. And then I will swing at this rat next to me here.
Okay.
Is that
Oh
this
yeah,
rat?
that kills it.
It kills it. Then I will kill this rat here. With my second attack.
You strike out and kill it, and then this other rat that is next to it.
And then I step forward. I'm going to slay all your rats, fiend. I have a third attack. Oh. Small. That's my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, the raider captain is going to shout, and it's like, "I have been promised vengeance. Claim it for me!" And she is going to use close in. They are going to. All right. So Galahadron and Abel, I need you to both make a DC 15 Wisdom save or be frightened.
Save me, Galahadron.
I will.
All right. It's now the rat's turn. Gonna have 1 rat versus Galahadron. That's gonna miss. And another rat versus Abel. That is going to hit.
That will hit, yep.
And that is going to deal... Oh, how much was it again? It is 8 poison damage, because 4 per minion. Alright. Those are the pitlings. So now the captain's turn. Oh man, this captain has so many abilities. Captain is going to raise they are going to take out a crossbow they have that is dripping with black corruption, and they are going to shoot. They can see Abel, Galahad. No, they're going to shoot at Abel. They don't like Abel.
Yeah, I don't know why they would shoot anybody else.
Yeah.
That'll miss though. That'll also miss. That'll hit.
I'm not sure how I feel about the green not being for crits, but instead being for just hit or miss. But I guess it automatically calculates the damage for a crit anyways. So that's nice. I like that. Okay, so yeah, she just shoots at you. Not that one. They have a bunch of other features. I think that they are good. Alright, Alina.
Alright, first she's going to shout at Faelyn, because did I also hear the thing coming down the hallway?
Faelyn
Or...
probably mention it.
Okay.
Actually, Marrow's turn would have been first. I forgot to roll initiative for them. They are going to go and defend because they have dark vision.
I mean, same.
So that's
Alright, then I'm running into this room, like, apparently. Okay, so I tried to drag and drop from the... How do I deal with the companion manager again?
so go to your character sheet. There is in the top right, there is a button that says companions. It's next to the X and the token. Then click on the portrait, and it'll turn your cursor into a spell circle, and then place it on the ground.
Oh, I like that animation. That's pretty cool.
It is the only darkness one they had.
It's cool. I liked it. I'm going to swing at the rat around Abel, the one in front of me. Okay. Oh, apparently.
That is a miss.
It's okay. I'll do it again.
That is a hit. Kill that one. I will say, Abel, you are afraid of the captain, not of the rats.
Okay. Bonus action. Yep.
Alright. Faelyn, it is your turn again. Marrow and Dirt are standing in front of you with readied actions to attack whatever is coming down the hall, growling defensively.
Yo, I should probably move.
Oh.
We'll move there, and then our boy will do his job and attack. Adam.
That hits. Right.
And one attack is all he can do, so.
Alright.
Which isn't technically true, but that's all he's going to do right now.
Behind you all, Marrow sees the demon approach, and Marrow gets to have their readied attacks. That one's going to miss. And that one's going to hit. But it is half damage.
Did Dirt get his fear?
Did Dirt get his fear?
Isn't that what it's called? Don't you roll for fear?
Oh, ferocity? Yeah,
Ferocity.
He got his ferocity. Yeah, he's got that. And the remnant had to dash to get there, so it is its turn. Abel.
Let's see. I'm going to step sideways next to Galahadrin, where I feel safer. And I am going to dodge. And while I'm dodging, I'm going to distract Captain Guar. So it's D6 to attack anybody other than me. And we know they have a crossbow, so they could attack me if they wanted, so it does apply.
Okay.
And then I think when I do that, I'm going to spend a leadership die to give Galahadrin an attack.
Okay. Excellent.
And that is it.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
End of your turn. Go ahead and make a DC 15 Wisdom save for the fear. Hey, you are no longer afraid.
I'm
All
safe
right.
next to Galahadrin.
Galahadrin.
I have to move away then to attack though.
There are two rats right next to you.
Two rats, right? Oh, they're so little. Well, I swing at them.
First attack killed. Wait a second. What are there? Yeah, first attack killed both of them.
Oh, both of them.
Yep.
Well, then I would step around here for that second one.
Okay.
Right. Well, now I have to step away.
All right, that was
Yeah.
2. Did you? I think you have 3.
That's right.
Yep, that hits.
Smash this orc lady. Are there people beyond here? Is this a wall?
This is a cavern. That's a wall. Yeah.
So the crossbow bolts were all coming from her?
Her. Yeah, she has a crossbow out.
Oh.
All right. Anything else?
No. I get into what's that when you cross swords with someone with the fist? Honey. With the when you don't make me tackle you. You know what it is with the fist. You have the shinai and I get real close.
Yeah.
What is it called?
I forget.
We both forgotten. I'm interface with a sword.
Okay.
It has a name. We don't know it.
All right. There are no more pitlings. It is Marrow's turn. Oh, well, that's a rampage. Animal handling, animal handling. Oh, yeah. Fine. Okay. Oh, boy. All right. So many different abilities. Okay. So many different. Bring them down. Okay, so Dirt is going to make a bite. Oh, Dirt can't see. Oh, boy. Dirt's vision is just a mess. Dirt is going to miss, unfortunately. So that means Marrow is going to bite, and that will be a hit. All right. They're going to shout back. It's like, I'll keep this thing occupied, but I don't know how long I can do that for. What else could they use? Okay, so that's what they can use Ferocity on. All right, so it's their turn. All right, it is the captain's turn. They're going to be sort of distracted by Abel, who already had their attention anyways, but now they're going to be flanked by these 3 other things, and she's going to shout up at the cracks in the roof, and it's like, you promised! If you want your way in, you must aid me! And there is just a rumbling, just... Fine. Abel, if you can roll me 2d4, please. Five more rats fall from the ceiling. Alright, so that is her action to do that. Yeah, that is her action to do that, and then she is going to... Yeah. Alright, Alina, this is your turn now.
All right. I'm going to swing at the rats. This one.
Okay. That kills it. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
You have a mundane weapon, so you guys shouldn't have been... Okay, well, crap.
Too late. Unless we still
Oh,
have
that one... Yeah, that one's dead all day,
Faelyn's.
actually. It's just... Okay.
But,
No,
yeah,
no,
and
you're good. Actually,
Galahadron also had his.
Galahadron is fine. It
Yeah.
is Alina and Marrow who are... And you, so... Okay, but no, we're fine, because that was enough damage to kill it anyway, so we're good. Okay, so one rat.
Yeah, Faelyn, I could really use that weapon again. And then, no.
That misses. Right. Anything else?
Bonus action. No.
Alright. End of your turn. The captain's going to use another villain action. Is going to shout, it's like, "Bring down Whitewater! Kill him so I can make the way for your master!" And the rats are all going to, for free, move to Abel. And they are all going to... Let's see, what is it for a grapple? Is it just athletics? I think it's just
Yeah, it's your athletics, and then I can use acrobatics or athletics to defend.
Okay, well, they have 0 strength, but I'm saying that they can... Okay. They're athletics. Alright, well, I didn't plan this through because I sort of substituted demons for orcs in this one. Alright, so they're all trying to grapple you.
Shouldn't they be rolling with disadvantage or something because of the dodge?
And
Does dodge work on grapple?
no, I don't think so.
So the last one... So you shake most of them off, but one of them is able to sort of bite onto your arm. So you are grappled by this small rat. It's not as effective as it sounds. Where's the grapple button?
I mean, I'd hate to be grappled by a rat.
Oh yeah, it's not great. I don't see... Oh, there we go. Grappled. And then at the end of that, in the confusion of the rushing rats, the captain's body sort of like blurs in shadow, and she is going to, for free, move without provoking opportunity attacks. Just sort of duck and dive beneath all your weapons, and bring herself closer to Abel and pulling out her sword. Alright, that's the end. That is her villain action. Faelyn, you are up.
You know what we're doing. Maybe. And he's gonna do a swipe at... So... Oh, that's in that dude's spot.
Yeah, but they're small, so you can occupy it.
They're small and he's large, so...
I think for clarity purposes, probably don't want to, because everyone's going to forget there's a rat there. But
That's
it's up
fair.
to you.
Actually, that makes the rat easier to see.
Oh, alright, never mind then.
Read me the rules again. How many of these creatures around him can he hit? If he hits the lady and hits her well, can he cleave into the 2 rats next to him?
No, so cleaving through is only minion to minion, and it's only if you deal more damage than they have health and are using a magical weapon.
Okay, well,
And
he would almost certainly deal more damage than they have health, but...
Yeah. Well, they actually, if people have been mathing, they have 11 health as the threshold. So.
Oh, well, then maybe not. Okay, then he's going to keep attacking the lady. Yeah, we're going to keep attacking. How do I... Oh, here we go. That ought to do it. And then I will actually use one of my not free psi points to do my own shit. If I can remember how, because I did have to go back and make sure that I've been using the free psi point I have to maintain his growth.
Yep.
And I was pretty sure I could do that, but I had to go back and make sure that his growth was not a talent, which it is not. So I'm good to go.
All right. So what are you doing with that non-free psi point?
I'm gonna cast a little spell
All right.
because I have those as well. Somewhere. Should not have let me pick this complex.
Yeah, well, you know, we live, we learn.
Right?
Does it
My
make you
question,
feel any
though,
better that
is-
you're rocking it?
My question though is commanding him to attack an action, and do you have enough actions left to do your own thing?
So that's a good point. So commanding him to attack is an action.
Yep.
Is
So you have a
using a
bonus
spell
action
like
left.
okay.
That's the main thing, since he's not autonomous and needs to be directed.
Yeah. I could do my own thing and then use commands require no action, but you can't exceed your psi point limit in total commands. But just to have him attack is its own action. So what I can do is use 2 psi points to make him attack, which is a command, and then use my attack action for myself.
Okay.
Which is one way to go about it. God, I could Burning Hands the shit out of Jack.
I mean, I am dodging and I am pretty dexterous.
I was about to say, what's your likelihood of surviving that shit, Jack?
Let me look up. I seem to remember.
Also, how do I do the cone? How do I measure a cone, dude?
Uh,
I make
Got it.
I make dexterity saving throws with advantage, and I have a +3. So like,
That'll annihilate my bird, but should be able to Burning Hands everybody.
I mean, I guess
yeah,
I
I would.
take.
That would get 2 if you see. All right. Let me.
Oh, I
try
see
and
that.
If I can. Let me see if I can try and draw better.
A better cone.
Yeah. What is it?
We're trying to do a 15-foot cone and make sure we get as many rats as humanly possible.
Okay.
Or
So
elfishly
if the
possible.
cone originates from you, it would look like that instead.
Oh, let's do that. Sorry, Jack. I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast Fireball.
All right. Go ahead and cast your Burning Hands.
Don't. Okay.
All right.
So far, so good, boys.
So I duck. But I still
my
take
God.
6.
Your construct is its physical form is destroyed.
Yeah, he'll be back on my next turn.
But all of the rats are gone, and Abel is no longer grappled. Okay. All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's about all I got. I do need to mark my side point.
All
That
right.
was 2.
Ow! Thank you, but ow.
The one
I
of
do what I can.
the burning red is still on your arm, and it burns away, but the teeth are still sort of left in your sleeve.
It's like, hey, I've got my torch back.
Yep. Sure. Why do these not just come with sight? Why is that something I need to worry about? Okay. There we go. All right, the demon is slashing at Marrow and Dirt. but they're holding. They're being good guard doggos. All right, Abel.
Um, we need to finish this so we can go help Dirt and Marrow. I always get confused which one is the character, which one is the dog. Or the hyena. Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna yell at the Captain, what's her name? Captain Guar. Just like, sod this. Come on. Can I not? Oh, there we go.
That is.
And then I'm gonna give my other attack to Galahadrin. Alright.
I have 2 questions when we get a minute. Never mind. I found the answer. I have 1 question when we get a minute.
What does my health look like? That was still pretty good. Do I want to do anything else? I think I'm good for now.
Oh, so I'm not crazy. Okay.
No, you are.
Well, yes, but I thought I heard him in the middle of your turn say, "I'll be right back."
All right, I am back. Sorry.
Yeah.
What?
No one heard you. No one heard you say, "I'll be right back,"
Oh,
except
sorry.
for me, and I didn't think I heard it. And then the silence continued, and I was like, "Am I crazy?"
I'm so used to when I'm a player and it happens, just wanting to say it like really quickly so people might catch it, but not wanting to interrupt the scene. But I'm sorry.
But I was convinced, and I was like, "Wait, did I hear that? Did I hear
Yeah.
that? No."
Yeah.
And then I was
No,
right.
my grandma came to say goodnight, but she didn't bring her walker, so I had to walk her back to it. So. All right, Abel, are you good?
Kind of cute.
Yeah, so I shot my shotgun once, I gave my other attack to Galahadrin, and then we're leaving it at that for now.
All right. All right, Galahadrin.
All right, this is. She can't just walk away. What's this symbol on me? What does that mean?
You have concentration. You did
Oh.
that to yourself.
I see.
That was
Perfect.
actually my question. What is my symbol?
You're exhausted.
Okay. So my questions were together. Understood.
Actually, wait. One more step.
Okay. You swing out. You hit her twice. Anything else?
I am going to shout vengeance for which part?
He's just gonna snarl. It's like, stay out of this, elf. This doesn't concern you.
I didn't mean to do that.
Okay. Marrow's turn. They need to make an animal handling check. Okay, so that is going to be a rage attack. It's going to do that damage plus an additional equal to the ferocity. That's going to reset to 0. And then Marrow is going to get a free attack with that ferocity going off. Then they're going to get their regular attack. All right.
How's she doing up there?
You hear like, but not like pained yelps yet. So, the captain's turn. For a bonus action, did I code this properly? I don't think I did. Okay.
You've got to use a full action to code something properly. Never a bonus action.
This is true. As a bonus action, they are going to just shout angrily, just let out a war cry, and some of the blackness from the ceiling is going to drip down onto them, and their skin is going to glow. Some of their wounds close up, and she is covered in a thin film of this inky black corruption.
Yucky.
And she is going to swing at Abel twice.
I give the first one disadvantage with my protection reaction.
All right. That's
the
one
first
hit.
one hits.
No, because it got disadvantage.
I rolled
rolled
disadvantage. She rolled better
higher.
the second time. All right. Alina.
Alina, she once again she's gonna yell at Faelyn, and she's gonna be like, "Faelyn, can you shut that tear again?" And then I'm gonna move.
Oh yeah. Where
It
is the
took
tear?
far more of an action to do it last time,
Oh,
but
yeah.
this one's also smaller. So.
And then.
Where is the tear?
In the ceiling above you, which is 10 feet
Oh
away.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So at present, no.
And then I'm going to unleash Incarnation. And. Oh, I didn't put her glaive in here, so I'm just gonna use my glaive again.
What did I do? What is...
Oh my god! I killed her! She turned into nothing!
Okay, so as you swing out at her, change your health. There we go. As you swing out at her, and your glaive does connect. And then you hit her. Is that a third hit? Yes,
Yeah.
third hit. Your glaive is connecting. But you are getting the same feeling from your glaive hitting her as it does hitting a demon, where it's whatever this corruption is seems to be empowering her to resist mundane
Son of a
attacks.
bitch. Faelyn! I hate this. I hate it. I hate this place. I hate these people. I hate that eyeball thing. I hate it. Anyways. That's it.
Okay. Alright. It is back to...
I don't know if this 12 damage it was full though, because I don't know if my echoes...
No, your echo does not count as magical.
Cool.
I
Whack, but
could
cool.
have sworn that the... Oh, well, whatever. This guy is gonna make... Alright. That is them. Let me just make sure that I'm not... Okay, yeah. Alright. Faelyn, it is your turn.
Awesome. Is there any hope I have of getting up to that?
You can from this distance, you can try.
I'm gonna certainly give it a shot.
Okay. Just give me an Arcana check. DC 20.
I don't love my chances. Then again?
So everybody, as you're surrounding the captain who is sort of siphoning this inky corruption from the cracks in the ceiling, Faelyn reaches out their hands, and the purple glow emanates and starts sort of stitching together the cracks in the ceiling and sealing them. Faelyn, you gain another point of exhaustion from this effort, but as you sort of fall to the ground panting a bit, the cracks are sealed. There is still a lingering corruption on the captain's skin, but it looks like they're no longer able to summon help or empower themselves.
Is the exhaustion automatically applying itself?
It should.
Okay. What does it do? I can look it up. Continue DMing.
Yeah, it should be -1 to everything. Oh, it wasn't automatically applying itself. There you go. Now it should.
Thanks.
You still would have succeeded on that.
It eventually kills you, to answer your question.
At 10, yes, it's -1 to everything, any checks, attack rolls, saving throws, etc. And at 10, you just die.
Well, let's hope they stop fucking creating cracks.
Oh.
Or we find a
Well,
better way to do this.
Man, said. I'm trying to think of who I should put that to, and I was like, says Nixon, but I'm like, no, Nixon put the cracks there to begin with. Reagan? No. Anyway, all right. So that is anything else? That was a action. So.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be me.
All right.
Does that apply to my summon?
No,
Is he
because your
getting hit?
summon is a different form, or
That's what I
should.
figured.
Yeah, that's one way sort of around that. It also like it doesn't apply to dirt. I think it would still apply to Alina's copy, just the way that the mechanics work, because Alina's copy is making her attacks from a different location. But that also means that, Alina, if you get a magical weapon, which you have a magical spear, I don't think you're using it, you'd get, if you're using it in your real body, then you'd also get the benefits from the echo body as
I
well.
have a magical spear?
It was the corrupted one, and you guys were iffy about it.
Yeah, it felt pretty cursed.
I don't remember this.
Uh,
I
You might not have
remember
been
this
here.
birth. I was not
No,
here.
you were here.
it
Someone
is.
needs it
They
first.
didn't give it to you, so you don't have it in your inventory. Who
Oh, that's
has
what I
it?
was looking for. I was like,
I think Victoria has it.
No, Galahadrin has it.
yeah.
Fair. Yeah, Galahadrin has it. Abel, at the beginning of your turn, they're going to activate their final villain action, which is called Do It Myself, and they're going to scream, and it's like, I don't care! I will have my vengeance! They get to move up to their speed without provoking opportunity attacks. They're not going to care about that. At the end of the movement, they can make 5 weapon attacks, and these are all going to be versus you, Abel.
Oh, jeez.
We'll pick you back up.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Hang on.
Okay, that's
so
enough
the
slices.
18, I'm gonna parry with my bracer.
Okay.
The 23 I'd like to, or actually the 22 I'd like to give disadvantage to.
Oh, well, I did it for the 23, which turns into a miss.
Okay, fantastic, that's fine.
Parry with the bracer just adds to your AC, right? So you can
It's
ignore that.
+2, yeah, so.
So then you are only hit by the 22 for 9 damage.
Ooh.
Could have gone a
and
hell
they're
of a
just
lot worse, bud.
Screaming as they're wailing into you.
Oof.
All right, and now it's your turn.
I'm gonna be like, hold that thought. I'm gonna pull a potion of healing from my belt as a bonus action and drink it.
Give me just a moment.
So I should be able to just... Yeah, there we go. So that was my bonus action. And then as my main action, I'm going to dodge and distract.
All right.
Yep. And that's it.
Galahadrin.
Alright, more hits, just 2 this time. Oh.
Yeah, that second one hits.
Is she unconscious yet?
She is not.
Oh. Well, that's it.
All right. There are no more. I'm just gonna remove those because there can't be any more summon demons anymore. Marrow. All right. So Marrow is going to make. Dirt's going to make an attack first. That's going to miss. And Marrow's going to make their attack. That is going to hit. They're just slowly whittling away at this demon up here. They're going to shout back. It's like, how are things going back there? We're holding it off, but it's getting angry. The captain is going to snarl again. Is going to make 2 more attacks against Abel.
How's she looking, by the way?
She is looking rough.
Okay, I give that 21 a disadvantage.
Okay.
Also, I don't think Abel did anything to you.
His family caused the death of countless of my people. They broke their oaths. They betrayed our trust. They betrayed the Trinity. They will pay for this.
I think you're
Actually,
being
the father
played.
upstairs said much the same.
I think you're being played. He doesn't seem to have any idea of what you're talking about.
Ignorance is no excuse. He'll
It
pay
is.
for his family's crimes.
I.
All right, Alina.
While I agree that ignorance is no excuse, I do not condone sins of the father, well, uncle, should be reflected upon his family. And I'm going to start swinging. Hiya. 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 Well, oops.
So with that, well, the last swing misses. But with the second swing, how do you want to do this? As the sort of dark glow of corruption fades from her skin, your spear finds true purchase within her flesh, and yeah.
It's one of those, 'cause it's a glaive, so I'll do one of those, like, overhead spins, and then bracing the haft against my forearm, I bring it down across her chest.
It slices through the plate armor, just rending the steel, and just blood splays from her chest as she. Oh wait, she's an orc, so she does get one final. As she sort of teeters, blood gushing from her chest, her eyes have a last sort of spark of smoke. She stares at Abel and she just swings at him one more time. And with that missing strike, as Abel dodges out of the way, she collapses on the floor, dead.
Unfortunate.
All right.
I can't see my echo anymore, but my echo comes with me. I'm gonna action search. And then I'm gonna use this bad boy again, because it says every time I use the attack. Okay.
Hey, what happened?
How long were you gone for?
No, I looked back over to the other screen, and the only thing I can see is Gus.
Oh, because your source of light left.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I can grab your hand. I'm still here.
Okay.
It's okay.
Both of
If I
you.
can find myself again.
Oh.
There
You
I am.
can't move yet, Galadrin.
Oh
Yes,
no!
but I have
I
night
thought we
vision.
were
I
out.
can see.
Right.
No.
I just need to find me.
Oops.
So
Where?
stay where you are. Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
I'm sorry I didn't try and convince her we could help her. I feel like I should have made an anime speech about how we could help. And, friendship.
The Ronin's going to sort of jump, climb along the walls and jump to get over to Alina, sort of avoiding opportunity attacks because they're staying within the threatened range. They're going to swing at Alina and at Marrow and at Dirt. So that is a 22 to you, Alina.
Yeah, it's not like me.
Faelyn, you are
Yeah.
alone and you are in the dark.
I can see.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
so
you're an elf, so
I was
yeah.
double checking everything, just to make sure. One of the things said that my speed was halved after two levels of
I
exhaustion.
am using a variant of exhaustion.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I could still move my normal amount.
You can still move your normal amount. Yeah.
I love to hear it.
I am using the Unearthed Arcana test version for like 1D&D that they decided not to do, even though it was the best change that they had in any of their testing materials. So
I can't go around anything. Do what you're supposed to do. There, finally. All right, and trying to think of the logistics of this. He is large and solid. Can he fit there?
there's some space above too. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Oh, is he large or is he medium?
He's large. He
Oh,
comes
no,
out
then he
medium.
can't.
So when I do grow, he gets large.
If he's large, then no, he wouldn't be able to get out of the room, the cavern he was in.
Okay, then he's going back down, and I get my free point back.
Okay, yeah. You need to tell me, yeah. When he's large, he actually takes up 2x2. So.
Yeah, no, I figured in there it was probably fine, although we were pretty stacked on top
Yeah.
of each other. But
Yep. Okay.
Is there a way for me to grow him so you don't have to?
If you go to his sheet and you go to the token, and you go to the appearance tab in the token, there's dimensions, but you would need to edit every single time. So in dimensions, appearance, dimensions, and then width and height is currently set to 1 and 1 as the default. So if you change those to 2 and 2.
Okay. I know how to do that for the future.
Okay.
Cool. But he's back down to normal, so he just gets devastating weapons.
Yes, he does.
Hell yeah, buddy.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think that'll do us.
All right, Abel. You can see light coming from the hallway.
I am going to... Marrow needs us more than we need my curiosity satisfied. So I'm gonna move myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. And I'm gonna shoot it. Okay. Oh, that one.
Oh, Alina, you would have gotten an opportunity attack from your Echo. I'm sorry. It did move out of your Echo's range. Nice.
And then I'm going to give my second attack to Marrow, because they can make best use of it, I think.
Okay. Marrow's attacks are not magical.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But nobody... Faelyn's are the only ones that's magical.
Galahadron still has their divine, magic up.
Yeah, but...
No.
How are
I just want to make sure that that you have all the info.
I'm not sure how Galahadron's gonna get stuck in, honestly.
I don't either. Alright, well, Galahadron, it's your turn to figure out that puzzle.
Perfect. I walk forward.
I give you a wave.
Okay, try now. You might be muted.
Yeah.
I am muted. I Misty step forward, and a little bit of fire comes out. That's the only way I could make it. Was I kind of shuffled through everyone and Misty stepped at the end. Face step.
You were actually, you had enough movement to get there without Misty stepping.
No, I didn't. It was by one wrong.
So the dragging thing counts your movement, and you were still in green spaces to get there.
All right, then I guess I just walked. We'll save it. And then I'm
Yeah.
going to hit with my sword.
If you would like to like phase step to get the fire damage, you certainly can. So
No, I'll hit, and then I would like to smite.
okay, the second attack hits.
Is there a big smite button on this battle board here, or?
It should be if you click. Let's use feature.
It's all right.
No,
I can type it
because
out.
oh yeah, Divine Smite under special. So if you look on the right side, there's end turn, macro, and then Divine Smite.
Your cursor. Left click or press T. I just want this one. I smite this one.
Right.
And it takes more, right? Because it's.
Yeah, that one doesn't get automatically calculated. So go ahead and just roll 1d8.
All right.
All right, it is looking very weak.
And that's my whole turn.
All right. Marrow started their turn. They do not rampage, which is great. All right, so Marrow gets an attack.
I give Marrow another attack, remember?
Yep, Marrow gets their second attack, which also hits. And then Dirt is going to get a special attack. Yeah, they are going to use Gobbling Bite usability. That also hits. What is this? Holy shit. Dirt just jumps on the demon and just devours it.
Yeah, have at it.
Yep, just eats, just.
Distressing, but have at it.
Oh, and regains some health from doing so.
Are we out of combat now?
We are out of combat.
I tap on Abel's shoulder and hand him a created feather.
Oh. I put the feather in my hat.
There you go.
And do the smile and nods. Yeah.
Cool feather, thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
It is a nice feather.
Well, I did light you on fire, so
Well, it was for my own good.
it did help. Yeah.
How do I give grudge to Alina?
There should be a request trade button on the bottom left.
All right.
I'd like to take out and light another torch.
It's probably a good idea.
I'm also no longer dodging.
And the room that the captain was in was filled with looted stuff that you recognize from being around the house. You recognize that some of it is definitely stuff that you owned. So if you want to go ahead, roll me 2d4.
Am I supposed to see this trade, by the way?
Yes.
I have not found the button.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this music's gotta go.
Oh, sorry. Want me to just turn off the music?
No, I did it myself.
Okay. So, Abel, you look around and you see a bunch of stuff belonging to your family, a bunch of miscellaneous jewelry, art, all this sort of stuff. You see a bunch of things that they nicked from you personally. You see pieces of your own personal stuff, like jewelry, paintings, like whatever you think that Abel would have of value that he would keep in his room, is here and has been looted, and it is the equivalent of 2,000 gold worth of, like, the value of it. It's 2,000 worth of whatever you believe it is, as well, if you look in the item pile, as well as a lot of your own personal stash of alchemical reagents.
Nice.
On the captain herself, she was wearing plate armor that has been heavily damaged but could be repaired, as well as the sword is broken, but the tainted crossbow remains.
What is this tainted crossbow? Oh, I don't have the permission to view the sheet. Let's split the currency 5 ways, of course.
That is, yeah. So that's how I'm doing the loot there. Is it was the ship that you owned, but that is the horde for this boss fight.
Okay.
I didn't mean to hit that. Sorry, team. I just want to read it.
I guess I can take the esoteric parts just to manage them. What is this plate armor? I guess Eilina, you're a blacksmith, yeah?
I am.
Do you think you could repair this plate armor?
I could certainly try.
Why don't you go ahead and take it then? And I assume there's like a whole bunch more loot. It's like
all of your family's stuff. If you would like to, you would need to, fence it so it's not liquid gold at the moment. So if you decide to keep it, then we will determine the value when you fence it. It is like yours was like a small section of it. It's like all of your aunts and uncles, like jewelry and shit, some paintings. A lot of it's not in great condition after everything, but it's still like, the wealth of your family is in this little cavern.
Right. I'm trying to think what the best way to...
It's also not all of it. There's definitely a lot that has been pilfered and probably taken, when the rest of the raiders scattered. But there's enough to fit in your bags of holding.
Okay. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, I guess I'm gonna shove it all in my bags of holding.
Yep.
And we'll take it back to the castle. That way we don't have to leave it unguarded or ask for an escort or something. Yeah, I'm not gonna... I don't think I'm gonna... I don't have plans to fence it for now, so I'm just gonna keep it in my bags of holding. We can change our mind later if we need to. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing, is going through and cataloging everything in here, and putting it into the bag, loading it into the 2 bags of holding that I've got. We should probably clear the rest of the cave system, because I think there's at least a couple of branches that we still don't know.
I will say that, like, that's what Dirt and Marrow go and do while you guys all are licking up, and they come back and it's like, there were some other smells, but they left.
Okay.
It's kind of clean.
And
it's just, they bring back a few other, items from your family's stuff, but otherwise there's not really much.
Okay, and no other loot.
Not that I found.
Okay.
Well, they bring you like a very expensive golden necklace that Dirt's chewing on.
Oh, no, hey, I'll get you a better chew toy, okay? Just give, hit, hey.
Drop it.
Thank you.
So where's the other chew toy?
Oh, well,
You promised.
There are bones everywhere on the ground.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Galahadrin. Oh boy.
No problem.
Um. Okay. So investigation time. Um. Can we also harvest some of these demons for reagents?
The smaller ones that were killed, I'm gonna say that whatever you can harvest from them is just included in that list of alchemical supplies. And then the bigger one, Dirt just no.
Okay. Dirt just ate it. Okay.
Dirt just ate it.
All right, and then
It had 3 health left, and Dirt did 20 damage to it with a gobbling bite.
let's see. Yeah, he just swallowed that thing whole like a nibbler in Futurama.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I am not the best at medicine, I don't think. But I still would like to investigate the captain's body. I guess besides the plate armor that has now been somewhat badly damaged. Does she have any other like papers or anything on her? Any identifying items that might give? I guess we have a name,
Go.
Guar.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I don't. Yeah, you bring out like some medieval equivalent of dog tags.
yeah, a
Yeah.
signet ring or
Uh,
something like that.
so there is a signet ring, but it is here we go. I'm just gonna drop this in your inventory because character sheets.
Ooh.
So you find separately dog tags that have like her name on it, like identification of like and I'm also adding this to your inventory. You find the seal of House Seabreeze.
Huh. Okay.
It always comes back to them.
I'm trying. So the letter to the Duchess was with the seal of House Seabreeze, if I remember right. Yes.
Yes.
It'd be reasonable to assume that this was the seal that was used to make that.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's one mystery solved. But how did she get undead under her command? I don't think she could have done that herself. There must have been sympathizers within the Church of Rithmus then.
Well,
Isn't House
to listen to her
Seabreeze?
rambling.
Sorry, isn't House Seabreeze part of the? Weren't they the one? We fought zombie. Let's do this in character. When we fought the undead, weren't they wearing House Seabreeze insignias?
They were, yes, but given that House Seabreeze was thought defunct, that was hardly identifying.
I would posit a guess that
From
it is not quite as defunct.
from her ramblings, she did mention that your family betrayed the Trinity. Specifically, that is
To
no
that
big
end,
deal.
before he met an untimely demise, the father upstairs was grilling me to much the same end.
Hmm.
So that tells me there might not be just a Rithmus problem. There might be,
A schism within the church.
yes, that's what I fear.
Hmm.
Faelyn, go ahead and make a religion check for me.
I would love to. Did it work? No? We'll try again. Please?
What do you roll? So, are you doing it from your character sheet, or where are you doing it from?
I'm doing it from the attributes thing. Do I have me selected? I do. Try it one more time, otherwise we'll just do it from the character sheet like an adult. Okay.
Yeah, it's not working for some reason. Okay, I was gonna get rid of that add-on anyways. So
Yeah, but I like it. I just learned to use it. How do I roll from the character sheet?
on the front page has skills.
I see it, I just can't
You
roll
can't
it.
click on. Oh, it's just not. There you go. Okay, it was the... Okay, I figured out what it was.
I just manually did it. Fuck
Okay.
it.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Ow. The expected silence when you do make a roll, hear an and then just silence.
And then typing. And then clickety-clack. I pinged you, so...
I see it. I'm not even sure how I would go about belaying that. For what it's worth, while we were up there, I was up there. The demon that we just dropped was originally a little rat, and it appeared to eat the soul of a captive raider to become that monster.
That's
That's horrific.
It wasn't great to watch.
is there. That would be like unheard of within the Avency
That is-
religion, yeah.
That is monstrously terrible, but yeah, not even... Souls, when a faithful dies, the souls are taken by the Trinity and go to heaven. Like, souls are definitely a thing, but like something happening to souls on the way, like not like there's probably like, you know, some boogeyman tales and stuff.
Well, it's supposed
Yeah.
to be that the faithful are served and the faithless serve. So
Yes,
according to
so-
my theology, his soul should have gone to heaven as a servant
Yes.
if his cause was unjust. And
So just being eaten would be horrifically bad, like worse than hell.
yeah. I mean, this opens a whole can of worms, whole theological can of worms that I do not feel equipped to handle.
We'll kill them with swords.
I
Yes.
Abel, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Almost wish I would have
Make sure your mind
Not-
doesn't crack.
taken him alive. If I knew that was
So-
his fate, I would not have done that.
The wisdom save is how well you deal with this realization, but you sort of put two and two together the implications of seeing the last memory of your aunt when you were fighting the other demon.
Oh damn.
I mean, I feel like even with a high roll like that,
Yeah, it's going to take some time to get used to.
no,
I'm just
but-
saying I'm not giving you points of exhaustion or anything. You can
Okay.
roleplay it however you want.
Okay.
On that
I-
topic, not to sound dramatic.
No, that demon. I think
What?
I've felt. I've felt that because I'm reading through. Fun fact: I'm reading through the vision again, and I've felt and tugging at my very soul before. A demon tugging at my very soul before. That's what I'm reading, anyways.
Yeah,
Is
you
it?
have a memory of that, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I've felt the tug at my soul. I think I might know who this is. I think. And she pinches her brow and she goes, I faced him before, and I can only assume many times before. I think it's happening again. Is what I'm saying.
What's happening again?
The Devourer? I don't know how do you want me to pronounce this name?
So there are two names that you remembered from the vision. The one that had a familiar voice was Arumvris.
Arumvris. Okay.
Or Arumvus here.
Arumvus. Okay.
The other name that you did not find familiar but was even more horrifying is the Devourer.
Okay. So the voice that I found familiar is Arumvus. Okay.
So Arumvus, you can probably draw the conclusion, was the thing talking to you from behind Vitair that wanted to be let in. In your memory, it was the thing that was already in through Vitair that was 20 feet tall, and there was something behind him that was trying to come in that couldn't fit through that 20-foot tall tear.
Okay, so the thing that we were talking to today,
You can
both in the
conclude-
ceiling and
Yes.
okay. I just wanted to make that clear. Get that clear in my dome. Yeah, she's gonna look at you guys and she goes, I know the demon. It is the beginning. He, from the very little, frankly, that I remember, he comes through first and then opens the way for something bigger.
Something bigger? What could be
The-
bigger than something
The portal, I remember, was 20 foot tall and it was still too small for him. The thing that comes next. I don't know how I feel about saying his name in this room with a freshly closed portal.
But you defeated it. There's hope that it can be defeated again.
We defeated him. Well, I didn't defeat him. Owen did. I died.
You were part of the team. We'll count it as your victory.
I think I've defeated him a couple times. I'm not sure, but if he gets in, what I'm saying is, he is going to open the way for something worse. I can tell you his name, but once again, I don't feel comfortable telling it here.
How did Captain Guar make contact with this thing? We need to retrace her steps.
Is it possible to do a check and see if and look at where that was opened and see if I can figure out what mechanism was used to open this? Because, not to be crass, there's not a dead body hanging from this tear.
Ooh. It's gonna be tricky. DC 25 Arcana or Religion. And you can get the help action so you can roll with advantage.
I would like to help.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna do religion because Arcana will never make it.
Two of you can roll with advantage, as you guys sort of all putting your heads together.
God, why don't my buttons work anymore?
What was the other one? Religion or Arcana? Ugh.
Yeah.
Mine are both bad.
I don't know why the buttons aren't working. I need to troubleshoot that. I'm sorry.
Fine.
Something that
D20 plus 5.
This is rolling.
Oh, that ain't it.
You also get advantage.
I know, I'm trying to remember how to. Can I do? Okay, we'll just
Just
do it.
roll it again.
Well,
I didn't mean it literally. It's also -2 because you're exhausted.
yeah. Then it was never gonna happen.
Does someone have a better religion or Arcana?
Nope.
What are those?
I might have a.
Says Mero.
Right. Look, my religion is bad. My
Same.
Arcana.
Out of
is
curiosity, we are.
the
I
same.
don't mean to interrupt, V.
Oh, you can do that. That's fine.
I think everybody else has just a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely
Um,
all For a super stat array, we mostly dumped intelligence.
Oh yeah.
Speak for
I'm pretty sure
yourself.
Faelyn would have also dumped intelligence if he didn't need it for casting.
I would have. Yeah.
Something else that I remembered from my vision is these demons preyed upon those who were greedy and downtrodden, felt betrayed. It's a lot easier to do their work here if they have puppets. So there has to be either another tear or something from wherever she comes from.
I feel like if there was a tear, so I'm gonna, as much as Abel doesn't want to, he's gonna review in his mind the memory of the first tear. Did she look corrupted when she stabbed my aunt?
Not yet. And the spear also didn't look corrupted.
So I feel like we have like a kind of Miss Pandaria kind of situation where like she didn't specifically go looking to summon them. It was just the act did it, and then she made it worse. So that means anybody who's in a similar situation that gets the opportunity could potentially do the same.
Take a point of inspiration.
Where do I mark that?
I have no idea.
Keep it in your heart.
It's
Oh,
right
up
next
at the
to your
top,
level.
next to your level. Worst place for it. Why?
Yeah.
It's pretty though.
You don't believe you got it exactly, but you definitely believe you are on. It is the act that does it.
I'm trying to think how Abel would interpret that.
And because you also, and I will say, just to add on to that, she was very much focused on killing you as well. So you get the sense that if you would have died, those cracks would have been torn wide open.
Well, good thing you didn't.
I'm flattered that I'm so important.
Is there... So this is the second time we've seen House Seabreeze. Remind me,
Third.
Rose. Third time. Is House Seabreeze in Whitewater territory?
No.
It was, right? It was
House Seabreeze was a marquee house of Colmar, so it was the protector of most of the lands that House Whitewater is now administering in an indirect way, like in the same way that House Whitewater's lands are of House Velicanth's, because Velicanth is their marquee. The actual personal holdings of the family were on the coast, and
Okay.
Castle Seabreeze was given to Baron Blackbriar.
Okay.
Which is the second time we've heard Blackbriar in this.
Well, I don't think that this necessarily needs for them to be involved. Like, it feels like the simplest solution is just a, survivor with a grudge that managed to stumble into more power than she counted on. I think it's possible that they're involved, but I don't know that it's necessary for the events to have played out as they have. I think
Please.
I think what we need to do, well, there's a couple of things we need to do. So, objectives. Number one, we need to prevent the conditions that lead to tears forming from happening. Presumably anywhere in the world. Like, not just in Aventicuum, and in the lands beyond.
You do not have any like I gave you a lot with the realization, so that
Okay.
those are stretches on your own.
Yeah. Well, so it's not practical to do all of that, regardless. But we definitely need to prevent it from happening here. Um,
So what I was thinking was, her corruption was a lot deeper than the. Do we know if she got her corruption here, or do they have, or is there a base for her people?
so, if my theory is correct, she got her corruption at Castle Pontem. And then whatever was going on here is something she did later when she got back.
Okay.
So there's the spiritual guarding that we need to start thinking about, which is, like I said, preventing the conditions for this kind of summoning happening wherever we can. We don't know if Aventicuum in specific is a weak point in the world or if it's the whole world that's vulnerable. The
It feels like it's just here.
It does feel like
yeah,
Bosmar is
well,
something.
the Knights 12. So, meta question. So I, as a person, know that Eilena's story is inspired by the Arthurian cycle, which is it just repeats over and over in an Ouroboros. Does Whitewater know? And if he does, is it correct that the Knights 12 is supposed to go the same way, or does he only know about the most recent iteration?
The Knights Eternal is a singular story of the events that founded the Avency Empire.
Okay. So Abel wouldn't assume that it's a cyclical thing. He would assume it was a
There,
one-time thing.
there is no concept of cyclical or even like reincarnation. Like souls are born and they die and they go away. Like something being looped back into the world, even as just like a resurrection, is considered heresy.
Okay.
But in my vision, the last thing Marcheska said to me, was that her name?
Marchesa didn't say to you,
Marchesa?
said in general.
Said in general. I didn't. It's okay. Anyways, the last thing Marcheska said, or the last thing I heard before I died, was, "Now let's try this again."
Yes.
No, Alina's saying this in character.
Okay.
Which I really wish I knew how to find her.
I mean, it's been a long time. Wouldn't she be, you know?
Go and make a history check, Abel. You have not heard of that name, but you also haven't researched like archmages. So
Yeah.
Well, if I'm here, if I am a reincarnation or a spiritual successor or whatever, I don't know, then
We need to find her
yes,
inheritor. Her or
whatever
her
that may be.
inheritor.
How do we know when someone is inheriting that power?
Well, for me, it started with headaches, and then I'm still unclear on if my physiology changed, because I distinctly remember being human. I don't think I'm that anymore.
You are not. We confirmed that.
My whole, I changed, and then the visions started. They started as dreams, and then it has started to happen while I'm awake.
If I may, changed how?
I was human. Less than a year ago.
What are you now?
Celestial.
I will make a point. You never had anybody check to see if you were human, and you also don't look visibly not human.
That is true, and I guess we don't have a big concept of ASMRs.
The only reason that you would in any way think you're not human is Galahad was like, oh, you're different. you're pinging weird.
All right, let me rephrase that then. I don't know. Well, first off, she points at the echo.
That's a good question then. When you started feeling any of these changes, did that power come with it, or did you have that before?
I've never used it before. I never had visions before, not even dreams. It was like one day. It was like one day I was just Alina. I was just Alina, and then I went to bed, and something happened, and suddenly I had headaches and dreams, and I don't know. It's if the mythos is to be believed, that means I don't know what that means. That means the knights have returned. Owen has returned. I don't know, and I don't know if this affects my brother. I don't know.
Do we know if there's any rhyme or reason to who would be chosen?
I believe. Now, this is my belief, and I know some of us differ. I think I am her. That my soul has been. I know it's heresy. And she's visibly shaking. But I believe that it is their soul that got shuffled back into play. Why are you asking this?
You told us of your vision and how this queen knitted the world back together, which I have now done twice. And yesterday, I woke up with my hair turning green.
You what?
What?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna step up to Faelyn.
A quarter of an inch of his roots are green.
And I'm going to grab Faelyn's shoulders.
Green's my color. Hey.
You can have it.
Approaches with a sword to shave Phelan's head off.
Wait, so what does this mean about the
That is a phenomenal question,
the one that
Abel.
the bishop had?
Hold on. Something that I can do that I don't know if you can, but it's worth a shot.
If it's any consolation, I've never known what I can do.
That's fair. If I'm reading my ability, my extended rest ability, I just have to think of something, right? Like make a history check on something, correct? I don't have it pulled up in front of me.
When I prompt a history check, you may choose to succeed it with a vision, basically. You don't have that currently. You're out of charges.
Yes, but what I'm trying to... Okay, so this is what I'm trying to do, and I'm going to try to walk Faelyn through that. Like...
Oh, you have no control over it. It is involuntary. Vagabond has control over it. Alina does not. It is a vision. Something is triggered, and she has like a PTSD flashback.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay, have you had any glimpses, flashes, anything?
No. I had a moment on a boat where I believe I came to an epiphany, and then suddenly the power of creation was in my hand. It wasn't I didn't go to sleep. I have no dreams. I just make the world do what I want it to.
That's okay. If I don't want to try to incite a PTSD flashback, but okay. Well,
This obviously holds delightful complications with whoever is back in the capital city.
that does lend to that does potentially lead to a pretender.
One or both of them would be lying, if we are correct here.
Abel, what is our next step? Because I know what I want to do, and that is unreasonable currently.
I would warn you, closing these rifts is by no means an easy feat. I feel more and more dead every time we do it. I will need rest.
Then it's in our best interest to make sure that no more rifts are open. If war and famine are what's causing these rifts, then the war and famine has to be solved, or at least alleviated. That's a good
So
question,
we're
though.
stopping a war?
Well,
Probably wasn't the best idea to kill people in the agriculture god's temple then.
Probably not.
Agriculture, but also, like, civic defense.
Well, the ones that weren't killed got their souls eaten.
That's true. From a certain.
I mean, that seems worse, and I do feel bad about that.
I need. How many days has it been since we left the palace?
Like,
Since
The-
you left the palace,
The royal palace.
the timeline was you left on the 4th. It is currently the 12th, so 8 days.
I need to get a letter to the prince and princess for multiple things now. But they are looking for someone who might have different answers, more answers.
We definitely need more answers.
I don't know how much he knows, though.
The question is,
If he knows more than me.
I mean, if our questions are about religion and history, do we need to get in contact with DeLuca? And like,
I
'cause
think so.
I think we might need to contact DeLuca and figure out what he knows.
Did he tell me? It's been a hot minute since DeLuca has been mentioned. Do I have a way? What did he say in his last letter? Where are my notes? Do I have?
Yeah, we should have his letter.
Yeah,
Documents, letters.
the mysterious note.
while you guys are reading, who is taking the damaged armor and the tainted crossbow?
I'm taking the damaged armor.
Okay.
Can I see the tainted crossbow? I don't think I want it, but I want to see it.
So, update. Yeah, I'll give it to you, and then you can pass it to.
Sure, sounds baller.
Cool.
Thank you much.
The Regency.
I wonder, how does this relate to...
It is unidentified at the moment.
Okay. Can I identify it?
Do you have the identify spell?
Nope. Can I do an Arcana check,
That's not how that works.
please?
Both
Yeah,
marrow.
Okay. You can Arcana check.
Yeah, you can do it. It's not gonna work, but yeah, you can do it.
I wonder how this fits
Also,
in.
you would know that Galahadron has the identify spell. So.
And yes.
I wonder how this fits in with the heresies within the church.
I believe we've created a few new ones as of tonight.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm wondering if they're related or if they're orthogonal to each other. Like, does the corruption of the glaive and the crossbow seem similar to the corruption that we saw with the staff of Carrick that we purified?
Ooh, go ahead and make a religion or Arcana check. Also, Galahadron, are you identifying?
Yes.
All right, there you go. It has been identified for you, Faelyn.
It's the
Excellent.
same.
Can I assist?
Yeah, you can assist.
Ooh, sounds bad.
Wasn't helpful.
It is different.
Okay.
The other one was more like growth and rot. This one was more like smoke and like a smoky black saliva.
Blech.
Okay. So it, I mean, hmm.
I don't know all of our abilities well enough to know to be positive of this, but I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be Jack's.
Trade it to him.
Abel's is.
Let me look. It doesn't look like it has any special abilities other than just being tainted.
Abel? Can I not?
You can trade it to him.
I'm trying to just. Oh, I can only give it to my character. How do I trade? I figured this out once.
Request trade at the bottom left, I believe.
There you are.
You can also just read it.
Sure, but it's cooler to just hand it to him.
Not a spectate. Spectate.
Oh boy. I think you have to hit.
Ah.
Accept. Betrayal. I've just got a collection of firearms here. Oh, yep, this is for me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
I'm really happy with that. I will also, the specific phrase "before your turn begins" means that you can, if your reaction's unspent, you can use it, and then it refreshes on your turn.
Okay. Is it an attunement?
Oh yeah, all these are attunement.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All
for
the
sure.
corrupted fangs are attunement.
I may use my reaction. Damage. I mean, it's a free attack. Yeah, this is good. I like this mechanically.
It's also magical.
Okay.
So try to get in contact with DeLuca. I don't know how we're gonna do that one.
Alright, we're gonna equip it.
And then, Alina, are you equipping or attuning Grudge, or are you sticking with your regular glaive?
I am. Listen. Grudge gives me the ick.
Yeah.
It should.
No.
Okay.
Did we ever talk to the creator of this class and find out if I am allowed to ride my construct?
I'm pretty sure no, because I would just give you a flying speed. And
That's
he's
fine by me.
not really a big fan of flying speeds.
Where are you going?
I'm just walking around.
Pacing, thinking about he might be the queen.
Thinking about the fact that I now have to sleep with whoever the king is.
How dare you?
And
No.
presumably also whoever Lancelot is.
And presumably fight me in the street.
So I went on his Discord. Does that mean if you solidify it and make it large size, you can ride the construct too? And the designer's response was, this sort of falls into the realm of what the DM will let you get away with.
Excellent.
So in combat, I would
No.
caution against it. Out of combat, I would also caution against it.
Caution against
Have
it is
fun.
not a no.
It is not a no, but it has potential consequences.
The only time I ever looked at doing that, you specifically said, are you doing that in the city? And that had very, are you sure vibes. And I'm like, no, we'll go outside.
It's also very visibly like a weird thing in a
Yeah,
relatively low magic setting.
I mean, that's fine.
So,
I'm apparently a queen god.
how far are we from the magic school? The mysterious magic school?
Yep, give me a second.
Aren't we like stupid far from that school?
Alright, let me know when you guys can see the map.
Someday.
Yep.
Jack's so much cooler than us. He's loading
I
so much faster.
know.
Oh wow.
Oh, I can see it.
That's super far away.
Oh, hot damn.
God, if
I mean,
only all of us could fly.
I mean, it's not only it's 50 feet. I don't know. We'd have to dash.
I had to remake this map, and at first I had a good scale, and then I had to remake it because of the bug, and I'm like, I'd fuck the scale.
I could teleport Gus over there. That's 60 feet.
That would be a trip.
It would be.
Yeah, I mean, we could take the coast and have it take.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I mean, the coast would probably be almost 100 feet.
Right. Down and around.
Yeah, down and around. Yeah. You go faster by sailing, because you'd also have to be going through Lothram, which is, again, like, there's no issues with Lothram at the moment. But then you'd have to either go through Felmara or the Duchies, of which Felmara is probably the easier one to go to. But the border with the Duchies is very much a militarized border, because none of the nations bordering the Duchies want to put up with the bullshit from the Duchies. So
Fair enough.
Yep.
So, the last time said demon was out was in the forest of Xeris. Over here.
Okay.
That's where you saw the vision?
Yes.
Got it.
My brother is somewhere in Felmara.
Nope.
Well, last sighted.
I thought he was last.
What are the
sighted.
wolves?
He is part of the Iron Wolves. You don't know what part of the Iron Wolves he's with. You know that there are some Iron Wolves that are probably in Felmara.
That's what I heard.
You don't know if that's his unit. He went to Xeris, specifically.
Oh, okay.
And the Iron Wolves are like the... Xeris is famous for mercenary bands. The Iron Wolves are like their noble knightly mercenary people. Like they're elite of the elite. Like they're SEAL Team 6s. And Xeris sort of hires them out.
Okay, so my brother was in Xeris. And if I am a knight, then he is
Fuck you, Al.
likely.
I can't unsee it now. He's in so much pain. Why? Why did you do this to me?
Then he is likely somewhere around there.
He could be anywhere. If he's part of the Iron Wolves, he could be anywhere.
Yeah, so last place I knew my brother is Xeris. We know a knight is in the... Well, yes, we know a knight is in the Feywild. We don't know how to get there.
For what reason do we think that your brother is also a knight?
Because if I am who I think I am, she also had a brother.
Okay.
And if...
I find it pertinent to mention that if I am who I think I am, gender doesn't seem to matter.
That is true. I was thinking more familial bond than gender.
Yeah, that might not be... We don't know if that's an indicator or not.
That is true.
Is there a book on this? Is there any precedent for us all being reborn?
No.
If this is destiny, is there any idea that it could be the two of you as well?
Huh?
Who are you pointing at?
I guess the three of them.
Marrow?
Marrow, Galahad,
And the elf?
me?
And what about dirt?
I don't know if race has anything to do with... I don't know anymore.
I'm one of...
Right,
I'm
as far
green.
as far as I've heard, the queen was definitely not an elven boy.
I like races. I usually win.
I know that Owen had wings, which would lend to celestial. Well, I had a vision that Owen had wings, which would lend to celestial. I have wings.
Also need to interject, the mechanically celestial concept, same as demon. No cultural concept.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
He has shiny white wings. I have shiny white wings.
Yep.
I feel like that is not too far. And I've been called celestial. I don't know what that means, but...
So, I mean, by that logic, then the two of you... So you be the king and he be the queen?
I don't think I'm the king. That's crazy.
Yeah, well...
Well,
It's not crazy,
is a
but
word.
I think we have eliminated it as a possibility, based on the point of view of your visions.
I can just hear Thur muttering under his breath, "Lev, this son of a bitch, what is he doing?" He's just crazy enough, he might do it. No comment.
If I'm King Owen, what the fuck?
I mean, the point of view of your visions has been, you've seen the king, yeah?
Yeah, I've seen him
Yeah.
in every single one.
What if I made you your own love interest?
I love that.
Radical
I love that
self-love.
for me.
God, you really are ace.
I just need... What is our next step? We don't know how to contact DeLuca, and if I think about the Knights anymore, I think I will have a nervous breakdown.
By the Trinity, rest.
Yeah, I mean, I need time to put my house in order, literally.
I need to write letters.
So, I mean, it seems everybody here is saying there's a famine. So I'm inclined to believe them, especially if they're willing to attack Castle Pontem over it. So that needs to be solved for the good of the realm, if nothing else. And that's something we can do here. Uh, and that should help prevent this kind of thing from happening here while we investigate more. Is it possible to have some of this information come to us, right? Especially now that you are sworn to the crown.
She still needs to have an official ceremony.
Sure. But you might be able to get resources or people here that might have more knowledge, or have a better idea of what to do next. Right? Because so first priority, stabilize. Second priority, get information about what needs to be done. So how can we figure this out? How can we figure out what we need to do next?
We should head back before we go any farther. Faelyn looks like he's literally going to pass out.
Yes, we should. Pontem is definitely our next stop for a little bit, at least a little bit of rest.
Can we say we are
Don't I
walking
need
back to
2
Pontem?
weeks to be back to good?
From exhaustion?
Yeah, for 2 levels of exhaustion.
I thought it was just one at the end of each long rest you remove a level.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So 2 days.
Okay, that's fine then.
Can we walk and talk while we're doing this?
Yeah, we can start heading back.
Yeah, all right, West Wing.
As you make your way back up to the church proper, as you enter the sort of the chapel hall, the dead bodies are still there. Some of them are torn to pieces. There are also like a half dozen what look like farmers sort of going through and like putting blankets over the dead and just being there's some like piles of vomit in the corner from just them seeing everything, and they're trying starting to sort of tend to the bodies, and they look up as you guys come in. Go ahead and make perception checks.
Starting to try. Nope. Okay.
That's
It is just not working for me.
apparently. Rhea, oh, and Galahad noticed this too. 2 things about them. The farmers are all severely malnourished, and they are terrified when you walk in and immediately leave.
I'm going to pick up the blankets that I'm assuming they dropped.
Mm-hmm.
And, actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pick up the blankets and I'm gonna like, I don't like that they fear us. I'm going to take care of their dead. Galahadran, will you help me?
Oh, certainly. I was thinking maybe they needed like a feast also. Party. But I can help with this too.
Is the door open? Can I see if they...
The door's open. They have sort of scattered into the village.
Can I check and make sure that like the bodies of the prisoners are here? Like
the prisoners. Oh, what's left of them? There
Yeah.
are stains on the floor now.
Okay. So it was like one of them happened to survive and the farmers just freed them.
Yeah, there are 3 bodies that were sort of devoured, but there's 3 skulls for them. It is the 2 prisoners and Father Kinney.
Okay. Yeah. So we're no leads then. That's unfortunate.
Is there a graveyard in this town?
Yeah.
I'm going to scoop up Father Kinney first.
Okay.
And I'm going to... I'm transporting all of the bodies to the graveyard.
You would know that the bodies would first be brought to the church for a priest of Rithmus to do their work and then bring them to the graveyard.
Yes, that is true. Then I will cover the bodies.
Yeah.
We'll need to send a crew here, a cleanup crew here, a priest of Rithmus and their crew.
I'll add it to my letters to write.
Yeah. We also need to, so I guess when we get back to Castle Pontem, I'm going to send back a priest of Rithmus and entourage to see to the bodies, and then also a...
Oh, I forgot
I'm
there
tr-
was
I'm-
Rhythmus.
I would like to
And
send a
Pontem.
squad of soldiers to canvass the area and see if they can find any leads, but I don't feel like they would come up with anything.
I also don't think they would be well received.
Yeah, that's the other problem.
I also don't think you have many soldiers
No.
at your command.
Well, I guess I'll have to send a letter to my uncle telling him that it's safe to return and start rebuilding.
Howard.
Are you guys leaving Velville?
I think so, yeah.
We should throw them a feast first somehow.
Do we have
No.
food?
No, I do not.
Does Castle Pontem have food? Castle Pontem has food stores. Like, I'm in charge of that, yes?
You went through the food stores, the demons just
Ate it all?
ate or fouled it up. Yeah.
Okay.
The creatures made of nothing but mouths were, yeah.
Okay. Does the... like, I'm a commissar. I know the supply chain, I guess. So when I get back to Castle Pontem, I'm gonna go through the books.
Yeah, you certainly could. Yeah, it's within your skill set.
So I guess, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna do an audit and try and get to the bottom of this famine and solve it.
All right. So are you guys leaving?
Yep.
Are you okay? Because Galahadron is trying to figure out a way to do a feast, so I don't want to take that away from them if they can figure it out.
Well, I mean, it is difficult to do a feast without any supplies, and also
Incredibly.
it is very somber here. I do think a feast solves most problems.
We
do
have
not-
rations, right?
You think we could make a ration feast happen?
You
Kinda
don't
gather
have a
stuff.
lot.
It would be difficult. I'm. This is more of a struggle than I sort of when the idea floated across my mind. This is maybe it's not possible. They just,
Okay.
How many people are in this town?
I think this problem requires a more systemic solution. I'm gonna crack my knuckles.
It's a village. You wouldn't imagine that there's more actual residents of the village than, like, the number of orcs that you kill. Like, the people in the chapel would probably have doubled the population of the village.
Would
Not very large.
could I perhaps ask the land to be a little more fruitful? In the name of Titania and summer, just granted a little bit more summeriness, even as winter approaches here on the mortal plane.
You can certainly try it. Is there a feature that you want to use for that?
A feature. Let me look. Let me look at my features just real quick. I mean, I could demand hospitality from the land. That's not going to work.
That'd be for you.
Yeah, that wouldn't really work.
There are spells that help with that, like plant growth and stuff. I don't believe you have them.
No, I have no such thing.
I will say, if we're just planning, I'm fading fast, so I'm gonna head out.
Before you do, a few things. As you are leaving the village,
You
A
die on
rock?
the spot.
A rock goes by your head. You turn around and there is a sort of small child who threw a rock
Oh.
at you, and immediately darts back into the houses.
Abel is going to pick up the rock and take it with him back to Pontem.
Alright.
And throw this rock at his uncle.
Yes, you picked up what I was.
And with that thought, as you leave Belleville, you guys level up.
Woo.
It's happening.
Everybody
I
stay
didn't
calm.
believe.
How do I do that again?
No.
How does one level up?
So it should be when you go to, oh man, where did they put it? Oh, at the top. Oh, wait a second, what'd they do?
That's right.
They changed it. Motherfuckers.
Those twig bitch. Nope, that's not it. Oh, we'll get to the bottom of this. Don't you worry.
Oh, you need to go top left of the sheet. There's an edit
Yep.
button. You need to enable editing. You need to go to the features tab. And then you need to go to your class and the drop down menu and change it to a 6.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna go to 7.
No, just a 6.
Yeah, that's fair.
And we're taking average health, right?
Yes.
Empowered construct. Ah, yes. I know empowered construct. Now my constructs can deal my int to their damage. Excellent. Okay, cool. I will see you all later.
Yep. Good night.
Neat.
There any other things that people wanted to sort of go over, plan, plot?
Well, I guess my plan is to, well, Faelyn is recovering and my uncle is presumably making his way back to the castle. Like I said, I'm going to just go over the books and figure out for myself if what's going on with this famine exactly and why. So I don't know if you want me to make a roll for that or just have that be the seed for next game.
We can start that next session. Yeah.
Okay.
I would just like to start. I would just like to write letters.
Okay.
One to the prince and princess to sort of.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you'll be able to get back to Pontem, and you will be able to have a long rest, and then we'll see what comes in the morning. So anything that you would do before going to bed, feel free to start that. If that includes letter writing and stuff.
Yeah, she is going to write letters before bed.
Okay.
Do you want me to just tell you them now, or do you want me to actually write them?
That's up to you. You can either actually write them or tell them to me next session.
Okay.
Because they're going to take a while to arrive, so I don't need to decide on the spot what impact they have. So. All right.
Except for my secret sending spell that you didn't know I had.
Fuck that spell.
I know.
Hate that spell.
I know you
I
do.
have such weird hang-ups about DMing that are not shared by the general community.
You hate just such weirdly specific things about D&D, and it cracks me up every time.
It's kind of how I am about reality in general. I hate really specific things that other people don't have issues with.
Cool. I can now spend 2 leadership dice per turn.
Nice.
I don't get anything cool. I'm just a fighter.
What does fighter get at 6?
No, I should probably pause the recording now.
Yeah, probably.